Hi, good morning guys. Today I just wanted to film a pregnancy update because I am 22 weeks pregnant finally, so that's going by super quick. But I figured I'd just kind of give you guys an update and talk to you and tell you how I'm feeling, how baby's doing, all that good stuff. So today the baby is the size of a water bottle, which I thought was pretty interesting because it's not super big when you think about it, you know, it's only like yay big. But that's still pretty cool. It kind of puts it into perspective a little bit, you know, how big the baby actually is right now. So pretty much from what I've read, they don't really do too much at this stage besides sleep. You know, they kind of like practice sucking their thumb and all that good stuff, but 90% of the time the baby is just sleeping. Yeah, so 90% of the time the baby is just sleeping. Which is pretty much all they do whenever they're first born too for a while there. So I don't really feel much movement yet, which is blowing my mind because with my son and my daughter, I felt it a lot earlier on. So I figured this time I would feel it earlier on, but not really much yet. I mean, I've not really had a whole lot of like defining kicks or anything. I think there was only like one night where I could say, you know, hey, I actually feel the baby kicking. I mean, I felt like little flutters, little things here and there, but nothing really like super like in your face. I've not felt anything like that yet. So I've been waiting on it. I know it has to come soon eventually. I'll feel something, but not too much yet in that department. And I don't know if it's just because I've been so busy. Maybe I do feel it and I just am so busy I just don't notice. Because it seems like most of the time when I do feel it, it's when I'm laying down like in a certain position. I could definitely feel the baby like move around, you know, and shift around, and it feels totally crazy. But I could definitely feel that much. I just, you know, I feel like those little jabs and, you know, flutters and stuff like that a lot, like at the end of the day when I go to lay down at night, or if I come home and I lay down because I'm tired, my feet are hurting me, which happens a lot. A lot more than I'm proud to admit. That's one thing, definitely. My feet are murdering me at the end of the day. Like when I get off of work, they hurt so bad. I don't know if I need to get like just new shoes now, or I need to get inserts for my shoes now, but it drives me insane. I feel bad for Tynan. I make Tynan rub my feet, I don't know, probably every single day. Every day. And I know he's probably tired of doing that. But they just hurt so bad. And my feet are completely flat to begin with, so there's like no arch to it at all. And I guess it's just all of this added weight, you know, that's causing me so much pain. My back too, I've been getting like, up here my shoulder is always tight all the time. But I've been having like a lot of lower back pain too. I think it just mainly depends on, you know, kind of like what I do in the day. If I really stress myself out, or if I do a lot at home and at work, then I could really tell, you know. But I got a heating pad, I use that a lot too. I'm just pretty much sore a lot. And so I wonder what's gonna come whenever I'm actually, you know, further along down the road. So, not really very many symptoms. I don't really have very many symptoms, thank God. I would have to say this is probably my least eventful pregnancy. Like, I can't talk about it much because I feel relatively normal now. Thank God that we're in our second trimester. My first trimester was rough. I mean, like when I say tired, I mean I was exhausted. I've never been that tired in my life. I mean, I would go to work and on my 15-minute breaks, I would literally go into the back, sit down, set a timer on the phone, and take a 15-minute nap. Like, I needed it that bad. That's how tired I was. And so I'm tired now, but like nothing at all compared to how tired I was then. I mean, just extreme. I could sleep the entire day and still be tired. That's actually what tipped me off to, hey, maybe I'm pregnant. One day it was my day off, and I mean, I did not get out of the bed the entire day. I slept the entire day, and I was like, well, that's not normal there. So took a test, and here we are. So I mean, yeah, I'm still tired. I guess you can consider that a symptom, but it's nothing like that. It is still, some days I have really good days and I have all the energy in the world, and then there's days where, I mean, I feel completely unproductive and like I'm getting nothing done. Like I have no energy to get anything done. But I mean, I guess I do have 2 kids who are still, I mean, TJ is 5, he's still fairly little, and then Lainey's 2, so they're tiring enough. Then you add everything else to it. I did start taking like an extra little iron pill. I mean, my doctor's never said my iron was low or anything. We've never actually tested it, but I did start taking it, you know. It's not gonna hurt anything. I did talk to them about it. She said, just take it, see how it helps you feel. I feel like it did help. It has helped some. I don't know if it's just in my head, you know, like I'm taking it and so I'm thinking that, and so now I'm less tired, but I definitely feel like since I started taking it, it has made a difference, and I do feel a lot less tired than what I did before. So, you know, I mean, they're really cheap. I figured I'll just give them a shot and we'll see, and so far that's going good. So, all right, and so I'm sure most of you are probably wondering if we know the gender yet, and we do not. My gender ultrasound is scheduled for April 24th, so it is still like a week or 2 out. I'm gonna be close to 24 weeks pregnant whenever I finally get the ultrasound done. That's just the only thing they had available in either the 2 offices that I could travel to. My doctor's office is already kind of a hike for me. No matter which way I'm going at least 30 or 40 minutes for a drive one way just to get to the doctor's. And so I said, you know, whatever you have between those 2 labs, just sign me up for and I'll take it. And that's the earliest they could get me in was April 24th. So that kind of sucks, but it's, I don't know. I'm super, super excited to go. I'm super excited to actually get to see the baby. I've not seen the baby at all yet on any ultrasounds, nothing. The only ultrasound we actually have had has been just like an emergency ultrasound. And, you know, they don't let you see those or anything like that. Your shirt's on backwards.
Okay.
Yeah, so no gender yet. We are gonna find out. At first I wasn't going to because it's our 3rd. And we have 1 boy and we have 1 girl. So either way, I mean, it doesn't, yeah, it matters, but it doesn't matter, if you know what I mean. Either way, I'd be happy to have a boy. I would be happy to have a girl. There's things that are great about having a boy, and there's things that are great about having a girl. So either way, I would be excited, you know, in each aspect to have either one of those. But I am super excited to find out. I know TJ really, really wants to find out. Lainey just doesn't really understand what's going on yet, but TJ does, and he does want to know if he's going to have a brother or sister. So we'll be finding that out eventually. Hopefully, if the baby cooperates. It might not cooperate. From what everybody said, like all the ultrasound technicians and stuff that have had to do like the emergency ultrasounds and stuff, they have a really hard time like getting pictures of the baby or getting the baby to stay still. It's just all over the place, and it's crazy to me because I can't feel it, you know, to know that it's that active in there. So I guess we'll see. We do have names picked out for the baby already. Whether it's a boy or a girl, we have like dead set for sure names. The only thing is if it's a girl, we would have to settle. I had middle names picked out that me and him both agreed on, but I don't know. I feel like maybe I want to pick something else. So I'm just gonna take my time and see what I like and what comes to me. And he picked like the first name all by himself. So I get to pick the middle names. The middle names are mine to do. So I'll give it some time and see what I can come up with that I'm 100% like good with. And then we're set. We got names, so that's nice this early on, because Lainey's name I pretty much knew from the beginning that if I had a girl, I wanted her name to be Elena and I wanted her nickname to be Lainey. So TJ's name we literally settled on in the hospital. Like, as I was in labor, he was like, okay, well, my uncle popped this off to me, so why don't we just name him Tynan Jr. and call him TJ? And I was like, okay, that's fine. At this point, I don't care what we do. That sounds good to me. TJ is a cute name, so that's where that came from. So nothing really too special there. We didn't sit down and really pick it. We just have different ideas on names. You know, I like things that are different and weird, and he likes just your average old-fashioned names, you know, like the boring ones. So we have a hard time. I can't believe actually it took us probably less than 2 hours to actually sit down and come up with this baby's name. So that was good. I was proud of us for that. It wasn't an argument or anything. I mean, we did good. My next doctor's appointment is on May the 6th. And I think around then I'm going to be close to like 27, 28 weeks. So they did give me my script to get like my glucose test done and everything like that. And at my next appointment, she said just before I come in, stop over at the lab, get that started, go over to the appointment, then go back over and they could test it. So that's my plan for the next time I go in. We'll get that done, and I haven't had issues with either of the other two with my glucose or gestational diabetes, anything like that, but that could always change. But that test is going to be coming up soon, and the ultrasound, so those are the two things that I am pretty excited about. I figured I'll do just like a little bump update to show you what that looks like. So that's what it looks like with clothes on. Most of it's just fat probably, but it is like a little bit of a belly. It is kind of defined. It is pretty hard, but I just feel super big. So that's that. And that's what I look like at 22 weeks pregnant with my third. Okay, one more thing I completely forgot to talk about was weight gain. So far, I've gained close to about like 17 pounds in total the whole pregnancy. So that's a lot. You're only supposed to gain like 20 to 30 the entire pregnancy, and I've already gained a pretty significant amount. I already weigh more than what I did when I delivered my daughter. TJ, though, I gained a lot of weight with him. I think it's just, I've not really been watching so much what I eat or anything like that. So that's one thing that I need to work on, is just maybe eating a little bit healthier and watching my weight a little bit. But so far, that's where I'm at with that. I just realized I forgot to talk about that, so I figured I'd throw it in there real quick. So yeah, that's about that. That's the end of that update. So I don't know if I'll do these every week, because I don't know what I would talk about every single week. I don't feel like, right now at least in this stage, I don't feel like it's differing enough week to week to week to week to actually sit down and update you guys every week. I feel like maybe every few weeks up until like a little bit closer to the end, I'll do an update, but I guess we'll just see. You know, if I feel like there's some interesting stuff going on, and then I could update you, but right now it's just been going by, going by pretty quick. So that's that. Thank you guys for watching, and that's my 22-week update.